Bitcoin dominance is breaking and altcoins could have a massive rally here soon. I want to explain why that is, what I'm looking at, because the numbers are very interesting. Like, we have a huge opportunity in front of us. We have altcoins running like crazy right now. I want to talk about that, give you my opinions on it, and why it's actually a good thing for the market. If you don't mind, hit subscribe, turn on that bell notification so you can see future videos just like this one. Posted a ton of videos today. An unbelievable amount. I think I'm going to post this tonight. I've made so many other videos on some of the top news. If you like that kind of thing, hit subscribe. You can watch the videos that you like. Also, do you see this? This is the coolest thing I got for Christmas. It's a rotating moon. It levitates. You can't really see it too well, but it looks really nice in person. It looks like a real moon just levitating in the air. I have nothing to do with the company. I just think it's so cool. So I just want to bring that to your attention. I must be going loony after after making so many videos here today. While you're down underneath the video, if you don't mind, hit that subscribe button first. And then also you can check out the link to Margex, where you can trade cryptocurrencies on leverage. I have multiple positions open here and over on Blowfin. You can see Blowfin here. I'm 51% up on this ETH trade. And I just did a 7x, nothing crazy. Also up 62% on this Bitcoin trade. Doing pretty well on most of our trades over on Margex as well. If you want, you can check out the link underneath the video. No KYC, no VPN needed. They don't ask for your personal information. Check that out underneath the video. Now, like I said, we are at a critical point for crypto. And I talked about this maybe yesterday's video. At this point, there's so many videos. Some of them are blending together. All I know is Bitcoin scarce, ETF approval soon, altcoins getting ready to rally. You can see Ethereum spiking up 10% in the last 24 hours, BNB 10%, some other cryptos up a good amount too, like Cardano 9%. Polygon was up like 12 or 15% yesterday. Chainlink up 13% here today. A lot of altcoins running even more than this too. So what exactly is happening? I realize this chart has a lot going on. Let's zoom in. This is the Bitcoin dominance chart. It shows you how much of the overall crypto market is Bitcoin. And it's falling. It's falling from about 55.2% now down to 51.2%. Now, from a technical level, this is a very important point. If you see here, we had seen a lot of resistance here around about 48%. We eventually got rejected and then broke out above it. But what you can see before that even, we continuously moved up, came down to this trend line, bounced back up, came down to this trend line, bounced back up, came down, bounced back up, came down to this trend line. This continued to happen until just a few weeks ago. We hit a high point of about 55%. Now we've broken down and we're actually breaking this prior resistance. We're breaking it to the downside. So instead of flipping this resistance into support like we have seen in the past and breaking out above this trend line, we actually fell down below it. Now, at this time, I did talk about how I thought Bitcoin dominance could get up to 57%, but I said I'm not going to just keep all my crypto in Bitcoin. I'm going to allocate towards some altcoins, and this is about the time that I start to allocate into some different altcoins on this run here. And then you can see we're breaking down. When everyone thinks one thing, the market oftentimes does something different. So we are positioning ourselves, the market is positioning itself for an altcoin rally. And it makes sense. Last week we broke this trend line. Now we're actually breaking down below the prior resistance. Now that is huge from a technical level. This indicates that we could go into a bit of a downtrend on Bitcoin dominance, which means that we could see altcoins run. People positioning themselves for the next bull run, buying up large amounts of altcoins. We can also see some other pretty important charts as well. Ethereum. This is the Ethereum Bitcoin chart. Now, we see this slightly different picture with this. Bitcoin has held up really well. It has done extremely well. Ethereum has been bleeding to Bitcoin all the way since last year in August. Then we had about a 0.085 ETH to Bitcoin ratio. Now, since then, we've just seen lower highs and lower lows. And I'll be honest, we still haven't seen a convincing breakout for Ethereum here. We are seeing a big jump today, but we still are below some prior highs, and we still had a lower low recently. Now, other cryptocurrencies like Solana have shown a lot more strength, a lot more growth. You can see here, compared to the end of 2021, we have actually broken out above that in terms of SOL dominance, SOL versus the entire crypto market. Back at the end of 2021, we saw about 2.75. Recently, this week, just a few days ago, we saw 3.2. We saw a big breakout from SOL being just 2% to 3.25% in about a week and a half. It went on a parabolic run. Now we're starting to see it actually come down and just test this prior resistance. What I said in a recent video was if we flip this into support, if we flip this 2.75 into support, we could see another massive run. And we're seeing big inflows into some of these cryptocurrencies like Solana. Now, what's this supposed to mean? Am I telling you just to go ape into a bunch of altcoins, sell all your Bitcoin? No, I still love Bitcoin for the properties it has. I still think it's the most scarce asset on the earth that actually has real utility and is accessible to billions of people. So I still like Bitcoin. I still love the risk reward. That's not what this video is. I'm not trying to tell you to go out and sell all your Bitcoin, that I hate Bitcoin or anything like that. What I am saying though is we could see a bit of a rally in altcoins. While a lot of people will still be flushing money into Bitcoin and Bitcoin's price can still go up parabolically, we could see some people want to take a little bit more risk, especially with the Fed lowering rates next year, with a lot of money flowing into now higher risk assets. We may see Ethereum, Solana run for a bit. And that's, I think, a little bit healthy, especially when we've seen Bitcoin dominance go up so quickly. Again, this is a good thing, I think, for the overall markets. It shows that there's a little bit more greed. Now, we could also see scarcity come into play. Like once ETFs are approved, spot Bitcoin ETFs are approved, once people start funneling retirement money in, once people start buying up all the time, it could send Bitcoin's price up parabolically, even compared to other cryptocurrencies. Now, I've talked about a handful of other cryptocurrencies on this channel recently. I've talked about some of the ways that I'm positioning myself for the next bull run. Hit subscribe so you can see future videos just like those, so you can know what altcoins I'm buying. Keep in mind, I am still mostly Bitcoin in my crypto portfolio. I also have some Bitcoin proxies. For me, I'm putting a significant amount in, and I'm very happy if I get a 2 or 3x with some of this money because I'm putting a large amount in. I want something that's a little bit more stable. Now, that doesn't mean I'm not going for those 100x returns. I have smaller amounts of money that I'm putting into those, but it's totally different in my mind. Totally different risk profiles, totally different risk toward reward ratios, and I'm okay taking a bit of risk on those, but I'm not putting my entire bag there. I know some people that have only altcoins that say that it's dumb to invest in Bitcoin or dumb to invest in Ethereum because there's so much more potential other places, which I get from their perspective. Let me know your thoughts though underneath. Do you think this is the start of a big altcoin rally? Let me know in the comments. Also, check out Margex, where you can go trade different altcoins. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I'll see you in the next one.